in days, you see what I'm saying? What we need to be doing as a people, as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, is we got to stop and we got to discontinue doing all the things the Most High told us not to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to walk away from those things. Those things have become so much a part of our lives that we don't even see the wrong in them at this point. You see what I'm saying? So we've got to learn that not only the things that we're doing is wrong according to the Lord, we gotta have a heart for the Lord, meaning we gotta wanna do right by the Lord, man.
Find out what God's law is. It ain't no religion on thou shalt not eat pork. That ain't no religion. It's simply a law. Don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no religion on thou shalt not commit adultery. It ain't no religion. It's just simply a rule that you gotta follow. God gave us them rules. We left them rules and we destroyed ourselves.
On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. When that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck. I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I pay, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is 9 self. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kind. That's how I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney strings. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we run it. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like a Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried. I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told him I need major motion. Think I'm joking. I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust. Now I'm too clean. Don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line man to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock until I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides. Gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W. That's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy. I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like a Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust. Straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man. Circle tight, yeah. Back and still. Said they want my life. I ain't real.
I'ma show them it's a difference. I'ma only say this once, you better listen. When West is where it started, so you know that's where it finished. We got one main objective, nigga. Let's complete the mission. Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn right, I'm a UPK nigga. Straight out of one West, no contest. We the best to the niggas who's living, trying to contend with the stress. Going through the test, no access, cause you oppressed slaves. Niggas is dying off in waves. Living in dirt, now it's a grave. Niggas cross-talk through the crosswalk or the white chalk over the bodies of roads that you paid. Americans killing us, saying they fearing us, put the drugs in the hood. Now my niggas delirious, put a gun in my face. All because of my race, click, boom, flash. Put some Skittles to murder my ass. Like a sheep to the slaughter, heart beating harder and harder. Baptized with these words, never dipping in water. So now we pray to the Father. Time on that play, reaping what you sow, meaning giving back what you gave for a clean slate. You try to imitate, and you was always fake. America, every city, state, this is your fate. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, 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 to America.
Torn on the timeline, giving the rhythm to expose the intricacies of the vibe. Doing my I ain't shit, but getting lit is a pastime. So in a minute, I'ma pass out. I hope you get it. If you didn't, you can crash flying. Kinda simple if you feel it, past your last line. But it will confuse a bad mind. A damn shame. That's the exact thing. Gonna get your ass fried. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Then the nigga fly. Hope you got an alibi. Bombs from the sky, rich devil lullaby. Devil missiles high. I can see him from the parking lot. Heaven finna ball out. Devils finna fall out. All our warfare, nightmares in the big house. They murdered us for years and thinking shit won't gonna turn around. Pride never learned. This motherfucker burns down. Yelled in them streets. Told them to breach. All of you angels bring woe to this beast. You rule for a time, but we play for keeps. I pray to my Father, bring woe to this beast. Remember them times we hung on them trees. All of you nations bow down to your knees. Remember them ships, they brought us in fleets. Fuck they Apollo, bring them the heat. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, to America. Whoa, 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 to America. Whoa, whoa, whoa. To America.
God is going to destroy this empire, man. You about to see famine in this place. You think them fires in California is bad? That's just the beginning of what the Lord is about to do. Because you've been evil to the Lord's people. You've been wicked to the Most High's children, man. You've been destructive to the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me tell you something, black man. You got to put on your strength now, man. Put back on your strength and might, black man, because your day is coming. Your day is coming because the Lord is going to bring judgment on this earth.
You boy. You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in a yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding general. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hawkin' gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Y'all know they can't stand us, but we UPK Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, brothers because I love them. I see them dabbing and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves. Shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
I got you. Let it ride real quick. Look.
City eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shot in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation voltage and fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit fitted, time soon. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. Colder than the avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told to make me an apple tree. Left us in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man. Dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a mall quad. Telling me how the crackers turn this child into a ghost town. Focus up, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantula. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really see profits under this banner. Make my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I wanted black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that sunk dirty Diana. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo. Spirit Asian, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Hardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Pay me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heels touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Ride around with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Hello. My name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward.
All right, this is Rudy's speech, man. We got Captain Tower in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rudy's speech, man. Understand, I break it down right quick, though.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big Shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we about to demo the building. These fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts. Very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot you. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Kong. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. That I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'm a big war, the king, and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain of $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speed. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
Give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like fair.
Let's clap it up. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We speak the truth that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true biblical Jews that the Bible speaks of. I'm saying, and my name is Officer Karala Kum. I'm here with Officer 500 Ganad Ya'ala. I'm saying, and today's class is, are there any good white people? I'm saying that's something that we always hear when we get into like conversations with friends and family. When you try to, get them to understand like some of the oppression, when those conversations pop up about Black people, Latinos, Native Americans, some of the oppression that we go through. And because we live in America, when we have questions, or when we having conversations about injustice as such that happens in America with us, we always got to bring up the person that creates these obstacles, that puts these obstacles in our way, that have crafty counsel, you know what I'm saying, that has a system that is built up against it. So when we have these conversations with other Black people, sometimes they say, man, I've never ran into racism. So I ain't, since nobody has personally called me those derogatory nouns, pronouns, you know what I'm saying? I haven't experienced slavery. So you get Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne says he's never experienced slavery.
Right.
He tells you that he got white people money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, Lil Wayne has never personally, he has personally experienced slavery, but with those type of people, they put Salaki. He has personally experienced racism. I said slavery. I meant to say racism. But he's looking for something specific. He's looking for somebody to call him the N-word to his face. He's looking for that blatant racism. When actuality, man, Lil Wayne is from New Orleans, which we don't know, right? That New Orleans had one of the biggest undocumented slave revolts.
Right.
And they would, and you know, I say that to say, like, you know, like Lil Wayne is from New Orleans. He has history where though certain group of people got so tired, they empowered themselves, tried to empower themselves, and had a revolt. His father and his grandmother and his great grandmother and his great grandfather, they're from New Orleans, but he'll say he never experienced it. Like growing up in New Orleans, you know, they are the most integrated place. You know what I mean?
Right.
When their school system is equally great with the oppressive school system. We make this excuse for good white people because they do good things.
Right.
We don't know what good things is. You know what I'm saying? If you in a world and you don't have these laws, you don't know what good things is. Yeah, that's kind things. Somebody can be kind. Somebody can be understanding. They could be caring. They could be fair for a short amount of time to get what they want. And the story it's a story in the Bible about Christ healing a woman, right? And she was a heathen. You know, she was kind.
Right.
When she was asking him, she wanted something. She wanted that demon gone. You gotta remember, man, that this devil is called the devil for a reason.
Right.
God called him a devil. You calling him a good person, Salah. You calling him a good person. And God is calling him a devil. Most High is calling him a goddamn devil.
That's right.
A deceiver. You gonna go against God? We're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it. So for us to understand that, like, get into the subject of good people, right? First I want to get into is like, I want to show you, like, can a person be morally decent, you know, yet still belonging to a nation under a judgment, right? Because, like, white people, all right, we call them so-called the good white people. We call them good white people, even though Most High says that Esau is going to get something. He's going to get a judgment. And I'm going to give you one of them scriptures right now. Give me Zechariah 1:15.
Come.
Right. So, and the Most High says that he is displeased with this nation. You know what I'm saying? That he is displeased with the things that they've been doing. And that he is going to, you know what I'm saying, avenge us. You got that?
Come. Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
You know what I'm saying? He's very sore. You know what I'm saying? He's hurting. And he's very displeased with the heathen. So we know that these 12 tribes behind us, they are the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? The chosen children of God. And anything outside of these 12 tribes, anything outside of this nation is a heathen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So-called Chinese, which is Moab, is a heathen.
Right.
So-called African, which is a Hamite. You know what I'm saying? And got plenty more other names too.
Right.
They are heathens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So-called Russian and German, so-called Jewish man. They are the nation of Esau.
Right.
They are heathen.
Right.
Go ahead.
Come.
So the Most High is displeased with the heathen. He's sore, he hurting, and he displeased. Go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
So he was just a little bit displeased with him. You know what I'm saying? Slavery came. You know what I'm saying? They all the things that you know about slavery. They had a tactic where we see in movies or whatever, where you know they try to punish you, they put you in a hole in the ground. That you roast out in the sun.
Hot box,
yeah. Little bit of space to breathe with that thick, hot air.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To teach everybody a lesson. They had a tactic called butt breaking.
Right.
Where they would take the strongest man, or they would just get the man, because the man is the leader of the house. And they would do LGBT things to him in front of the family and anybody else that considered him to be strong and a leader enough. They would hang the women upside down, slice their stomach open, let the baby just drop. Pregnant women upside down, let the baby just drop and hit the ground. They would use other babies as alligator bait. You know what I mean? And don't think that those babies used to get thrown back in the basket to be used as alligator bait the next day.
Right.
No, that was it. The alligator come up and get the baby, and we get the alligator.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's a lot here. So what you bringing out is real powerful. And like the first question you asked in this class, there any good white people? Like us as a people, we gotta really pay attention to like what actually, like when we just gave these examples of the things that took place during that period of time. Imagine what our mindset was. And that's why right now somebody like Lil Wayne can sit there and say, you know what I'm saying, racism don't happen to me. I like white people, whatever he said, right? It's because when they did this stuff in front of our ancestors, all it did was condition us to believe and love them. Right. Because if we didn't love them, these were the things that was going to transpire. Even if we did love them, these are the things that's going to transpire. So the only way our people decided to survive was to serve the mass, become the greatest servants of the white man. And to this day, this is why we still in these conditions, because we still love them.
That's right. That's absolutely right, man. Where you at on that scripture?
Go on, just finish it, sir.
What scripture you just read?
Salakia. So Zechariah 1:15.
1:15. All right.
Salakia, you getting a lot of these corny Free Palestine.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we don't give a damn about Free Palestine.
Right.
You ain't. You in the chat saying Free Palestine, but you ain't saying justice for
Nolan.
Huh?
What's his name?
Nolan
Wells.
Nolan Wells. Osiris Belton. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a damn about Palestine, man.
Right.
I'm saying what's happened to the Palestinians is sad. And it shouldn't happen to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But you got in bed with the heathen, with Esau. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to make deals with Esau, so now you get what you get. You don't have nothing to do with it. You can go in somebody else's chat and say Free Palestine.
Right.
You could delete him off of it because he keep posting it.
Gone, sir.
Messing up our feed. Saying if you act a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, compassionate for us, then we might be compassionate for you.
Right.
We do understand that a crime is happening to you, but you acting idiotic. You putting it too much in the chat. So that was Zechariah 1:15, right?
Gone, sir.
Give me Zephaniah.
Zephaniah
14. Zephaniah 1:14.
Gone, sir. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14. The great day of the Lord is near.
great day of the Lord is near. What is the great day of the Lord? Great day of the Lord where World War III come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where all these nations are going to arm up and they're going to fight each other. The Most High is going to come back right in the middle of that fight. Boy.
Come. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
I mean, that mighty man. Who is that mighty man? That's America.
Right.
That's the oppressor. That's your bad white man. That's your bad oppressor, and that's your good oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. That day, Salaki.
Even the voice of that day of the Salaki. Go ahead. Where you at?
I'm at verse 15.
Go ahead.
That day is a day of wrath.
That day is a day of wrath, meaning it's going. Listen, they say that blood is going to reach up to the horse's bridle. That's how much death, you know what I'm saying, is going to come. Go ahead.
Come. A day of trouble and distress.
Day of trouble and distress. I think you get the picture. Now I brought that up to let you know that, man. This is what's coming to your so-called good white people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that say, man, I love black people. I've never done nothing. I've never done anything to go to black people, to Hispanics personally, but you benefit from it.
Right.
And we're gonna get some more into it. Good white people benefit from the atrocities that Esau, the oppressor, has done on earth. You know what I'm saying? And I want to start by I want to show you that, listen, a nation, you know what I'm saying, in the Bible, right? A person can be thinking that they're doing things that are right. That I work my job, I go home, I pay my taxes.
Right.
You know, I say hi to Tyrone when he comes in. I mean, he got a flat tire. I drove him home, right? But that doesn't change, right? That person belongs to a nation,
right,
that is going to get a judgment. And hell, even happened to us,
right?
Egypt, right? Joshua went into Egypt, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He went into Egypt doing what the Most High said do. His brothers came in there, and all of Egypt, you know what I'm saying? And all of Egypt went into slavery. I mean, Salaki, all of Israel went into slavery in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? King Solomon. Well, these are the opposites. Salaki. King Solomon is the opposite. So, boom. Also, let's talk about the prophets, right? The prophets was righteous men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Esau is a righteous man, but I'm just giving you an example. The prophets was righteous men, but the nation was under a judgment. While those righteous men were going out speaking the word of the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a nation can be under judgment, even though an individual is doing righteous things.
Right.
Because the nation pays together. You know what I'm saying? Officer Warren just had a class about that. One person doing one thing wrong, and then we all paying. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the Most High work. You know what I'm saying?
Slightly.
Good.
Slightly, sir. And what you bring out is heavy, and for a lot of our people, only when it comes to white people do we feel as though it's okay to separate. Well, that's a good white person compared to the other white people.
And
but when it comes to everybody else in this world, we understand. We was taught being guilty by association. We was taught by just being around somebody, it's valid that you're in trouble.
Right.
We see on the news, like right now, you can ask any about black people.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. Conspiracy. You can go and watch any to this point, to this day, right? If we tell any of the older generation, yo, these young people, how they feel about these young people, they're going to say all of them are disrespectful and all of them have no respect for the elders. They're going to say all of them. And you're going to have to, as the priest and prophets, we be having to tell them like, nah, yo, it ain't everybody, bro. But they'll believe it's everybody. But when it come to white people, when it come to the devil, when it come to the judgment that the Most High is going to bestow on these white people, they'll say, nah, not everybody. That we can't believe that because not everybody, not all the white people are bad.
So and listen, there is no good white people.
Right.
I'm just using the term good white people because that's just what they use. I'm trying to get you to understand, like, look, listen, there's some white people who never hung a black person, who never had slaves, right? You consider them a good white person. I'm not talking about this off of what God, how the Most High sees it. I'm just talking about you saying that you know a good white person. You know a good white person. He never had slaves. He never hung nobody. You never seen him steal or anything like that. That doesn't change the fact that that good white person is a part of a nation that is going to get a judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to show you, like, even outside of that, let's talk about us. You know what I'm saying? The prophets teaching and following the laws. You know what I'm saying? Proving themselves into the Most High. They are still part of a nation that's getting a judgment right now.
Right.
One of the biggest ones is, guess what? Christ.
Right.
Christ was perfect. Christ was perfect, man. Matter of fact, give me 2 Corinthians 5:21. Because listen, Christ was perfect, and guess what happened? You know what I'm saying? The nation was still getting judged while Christ was down with doing the work. And that
2 Corinthians 5:21.
Yep.
2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 21. For he have made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin.
Yeah, he knew no sin. Go ahead.
Come. That we might be made the righteousness of God in him.
So we can have an opportunity to be the righteous of God in him. Go ahead.
Come. That's the last part of it.
That's the last part? So again, let me see. 5:22. 5:21.
Okay.
All right, give me let me see. Give me Isaiah 53:5. Let me get there with you. What I'm trying to show you is, the Most High paid a price. You know what I'm saying?
Isaiah 55.
Yeah, even though he was perfect, you know what I'm saying, he even though he was righteous and he did what the Most High said do, he paid a price and in the nation, even though he was righteous, you know what I'm saying, and he did everything the Most High said do, you know what I'm saying, the nation still was under, you know what I'm saying, the judgment of the most. He was still a part of a nation that was under a judgment, even though he did everything he was supposed to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand something. Like, can you be doing what the Most High says do and still be a part of a nation that is going to get a judgment? That's the whole point of what I'm saying. Yes, you can. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about these white people, like these oppressors, and you think that they're good because they doing something for you, understand, it's not that they're doing it for you, they're doing it for their benefit. Right. Because they feel good right now. They're in they heaven, they feel good. You were the oppressor, they in they heaven, they feel good, they got their feet up, they kicking it up, they chilling. You know what I'm saying? You feel like they're being good to you. You know why? You feel like that because you know that other white people are evil.
Right.
You know that the other oppressors are evil. So for him to do these things, you have to put him in a category as being a good white person.
Right.
And then you got to understand, even though while he's being a good white person, this is not how he is. It's gonna come out. His evilness is gonna show. We're gonna get into that in Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As surely the rust is gonna show. We're gonna get that right now. Give me
Second Ecclesiasticus.
Yep. Ecclesiasticus.
I'll just pull it up today.
No sweat. Russell's. What it said. I got so many.
The second Ezra. The second. I got it. I got it right here.
Second Ezra.
No, it's, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10.
All right, yeah, 12 and 12 and 10.
Ecclesiasticus.
Hold on, let's hold it real quick. He's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said, yo, listen, that in that same scripture, you know what he says? Never trust our enemy. God damn. That's in that same joint too. You know what I'm saying? You thinking that he's a good white person because he's having a good time because he's in his heaven. You're just reaping the benefits of him being in his heaven. His true face is going to show because it never fails. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. Which one? Ecclesiasticus?
Yep.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth.
Man, never trust thine enemy. The Bible says that the oppressor is your enemy. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, go ahead. Never trust thine enemy.
Yeah, come. For like as iron rusteth.
For like as iron rusteth. Iron is going to always rust. No matter what. No matter how much you clean it. No matter how many different ointments you put on there. If you try to control the temperature, it might not take as long to rust. You trying to control the temperature, but it's going to rust. Go ahead.
So is his wickedness.
So is his wickedness. His wickedness going to come out, man. It's a video, man. I tried to find it where a black man was friends with a oppressor since his youth. And he went over the house to eat dinner. And when he's eating dinner, I'm going to find the video right now. So I was just looking at he eating dinner with the oppressor, right? And he says, man, he says, you know, I never shy away from talking about race. So he brings up the conversation of race. And he's talking to his friend about it. And then the mother says something about it. It's right here. Send it to you. And then the mother of the oppressor comes in and she tells the story of how she has a black nanny. right? You know what I'm saying? Now, in a sense, her wickedness, like she really did love her black nanny, but because racism and white supremacy is inherently passed down through generation, like no white person can be like a good white person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because racism is inherently embedded into their DNA, it's passed down. You got that? It's a long video too, right? I think it's probably like 4 minutes. So we can start it in the middle.
You want me to share the one you just sent?
Yeah, the one that I just sent you.
Come. This one right here. Just making sure. That one.
Yep.
Come.
This video right here getting ready to show you how, like, listen, that wickedness is going to show. You know what I'm saying? And for the grandmother to be so openly to talk about this, right? That means that his friend was brought up under this type of racism. You know what I'm saying? Even though he had black friends, his oppressive friend, this black man oppressive friend was brought up on racism and on the ideologies of white supremacy and racism. It's inherently in him. That going to show something is going to happen with all of these stories that's happening right now. You know what you see? You see black people being friends with an oppressor. And what happens? They go to an island, and just like how iron is going to rust, those oppressors are going to show their wickedness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to get high. They're going to get drunk. They're going to get depressed. And your black face is going to be right there. And something is going to conspire. You're going to try to, just like, what's his name that was under the tent? Man, the young man that was on the tent that
Carmelo
unalive
Anthony.
Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony, man. You're gonna try to diffuse the situation, and you're not gonna be able to, because their wickedness is going to show. Go ahead, play this.
Come on, sir.
Make sure the white folks in your life don't love you like a dog. I got a story for you. Take a ride with me. So back in my late 20s, I was really close friends with this white guy. We're going to call him Spencer. And Spencer and I, we worked together. We worked out together. We lived a few minutes apart. Spencer was my guy. And Spencer kind of hit the father-in-law jackpot. His father-in-law, we're going to call him Dustin. He was mid-50s, but just a really cool-ass dude. You know, we go over his house. We large drink game. Our mid to late 70s, but still sharp. And if you're at Dustin's house enough, you're going to run into her. Now, one day I'm over at Dustin's house, and him and I are sitting at his kitchen table. His wife is standing nearby. And at this point, we've known each other several years. So, you know, he's comfortable with me. I don't remember exactly how it came up. Knowing me, I was probably talking about race because I don't hesitate to talk about race in front of white folks. But Dustin decides to tell me about the one time he used the N-word. He was a young boy growing up in Texas in the 1960s. He got into a confrontation with a black kid, and he lets it fly. Now, a young white boy in the South using a racial slur in the 1960s didn't surprise me. He surely had plenty of white men around to model that kind of behavior. But what did surprise me was the shame. 50 years later, he wasn't telling me this story casually. It felt more like almost like a confession, like he was unburdening himself to maybe one of the few people in his life that could judge him the harshest. And it felt like if he could find that guy today, he'd want to look him in the eyes and apologize. So I respected that, and I respected that he trusted me enough to go there. But here's where shit got real racist real fast. While Dustin was telling me his story, his mom had moseyed in and sat down at the table with us. And when he's done talking, she chimes in, well, you know, that's just how things were back then. He didn't mean any harm. When I was younger, we had a nanny and I loved her to death. Just like that. No hesitation. Hardest of R's, and rolls off her tongue like honey. Dustin's face turns beet red. His wife's mouth drops to the floor. Her eyes are about to fall out of the sockets. She starts drifting back into the kitchen like Homer Simpson into the bushes. I can read both of their faces very clearly. They want her to stop talking immediately. They are drowning in embarrassment, and they want this to be over. But I did not. So I looked over at Dustin's mom, and I encouraged her to please tell me more. And so for the next 5 minutes, and I'm sure it seemed like an hour for Dustin, I listened to his mom wax poetic.
So it's a lot here. He's saying that.
Yeah, you should be good.
So,
So
he's talking about his friend's grandmother, and she comes in there and she's talking about a nanny, you know what I'm saying, that she refers to as the N-word or whatever. And it's like, yo, like, you think that everything is all good and dandy, you know what I'm saying? The wickedness is going to show. Now, necessarily with this old, you know, this old oppressor right here, she was more like what we call a good white person.
Right. She had
because she had love for her nanny.
Right.
Right. But I wanted you to hear, like, this is why you can't have no good white people.
Right.
Because they grow up under white supremacy. They grow up white privilege, whereas though their nature, the Bible says that they are that we are two manner of people. Their manner, for her to refer to the nanny as, you know, a N-word nanny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, is she a good white person?
Right.
Is she really a good white person? Yeah, of course she loved that nanny. You know what I'm saying? That black nanny. She loved her and she cared for her, and she telling stories about how she loved her. But their nature and how they were brought up and how white supremacy was inherently in them, that's their wickedness. It's going to show. They're going to look down on you.
Right.
And if that video was like 4 minutes long, I don't want to show the whole thing because it's just too long. But eventually the brother got to the decision in his mind that, bro, I'm like a dog to them.
Yeah, gone.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing all this up. It's like, again, you know what I'm saying? Are there any good white people? You know what I'm saying? I just want you to still, keep this question going. Go ahead, you have something to say.
So it's a lot here. So, and what you just brought out with this point and what this brother had went through, I think most of us in the black community all go through that situation when we have a so-called white man as our friend. I remember in the military, like, they will use excuses like, well, because they'll say something racist like, yo, and they'll be like, well, in his community, they've never seen black people. All they see is black people on TV. But in my head, like, looking back, like, bro, I'm from Baltimore. Right. Probably like five white people in my old school. I don't treat them no different. I don't go out here and just say nothing racist. But they put that in your mind so you be able to accept it. Like, we literally, he say something racist in our head, we be like, he probably ain't been around black people. He don't even know that's racist. No, right. He do. He do know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that they don't understand. Like, yo, his family teaching them that they know that's racist. You know you ain't supposed to say that. You know what I'm saying? But and then like I said, like you said, no matter what you do for these devils, eventually some way form, some friend you had that was so-called Esau or whatever, is going to come out. And then we all gonna feel like this man right here, like, yo, y'all only friends with me for your token.
Right.
For a dub. To think you cool. I got black friends. We cool.
Right. And that's absolutely what it is. And on the other end, even when they don't think that what they're saying and doing is wrong, it's because America is racist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because America is racist, they grow up under this lens as if it's righteous. As if it's righteous. Because, like I said, white supremacy is an inherited ideology. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to come out and I wanted to show you that a person can be, if you want to talk about good white people, of course. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't change that they're going to get a judgment in the end. Why? Because a person can be so-called morally right, you know what I'm saying, and do the right thing and still be with a nation that is under a judgment. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the hints of Christ was right, but he was still part of a nation that was under a judgment. Prophets today that teach you to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, they are doing what the Most High tells them to do. They are doing what the Most High tells them to do, follow the laws, keeping the commandments and the statutes, but they are part of a nation that is under a judgment. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the Most High operate, because we all pay for, you know what I'm saying, he all judges us as a nation. Even though he judges us individually, he also judges us as a nation. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to introduce to you ideas that sometimes God judges nations collectively. Like when we went into Egypt, we always judge collectively because Joshua didn't do anything. We went in because of King Solomon. And what he did, we was all judged collectively. You know what I'm saying? So when Joseph went into Egypt, you know what I'm saying, we was all judged collectively. So next is I want to go into what we call, like, what does it mean to be accountable? What does it mean to be accountable before God? Right? We talking about nations being judged collectively. What does it mean for a group of people to be accountable before God? You know what I'm saying? Well, shoot, we can get into Deuteronomy chapter 15. You know what I'm saying? We can get into Deuteronomy chapter 15 with us. What does it mean for us to be accountable? You know what I'm saying? We are accountable. Why? Because the Most High takes us a covenant. You know what I'm saying? He said, follow these laws or these things are going to happen. Right? And now, what the people in the world will call it is, they'll call it generational curses. You know what I'm saying? So for the oppressor being accountable, you know what I'm saying, unto God, guess what? They all got to get judged. You know what I'm saying? At the end. They all got to pay a price. They all got to go into slavery. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that right here for you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that in scripture. One second. Yeah, the oppressor gotta goes in and get. That's how he gets. That's how he is accountable for the crimes that he did. That's how he is accountable for the things that he did for slavery. You know what I'm saying? For slaughtering the Native American Indians and also putting them into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Most High said, "Do unto them double." You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't never hear that. You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't hear that in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting it today. Yeah. To you right now. It's a lot here. This is let me see. Let me get in here. Revelations, we're gonna be in Revelations 18. And I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at 5. Revelations chapter 18, verse 5. For her sin have reached unto heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Remember, the iniquities is sin. You know what I'm saying? And her sins and her iniquities have reached unto heaven. Meaning, this oppressor has done so much, you know what I'm saying? So much unaliving, so much all word, and so much evil, so much pillaging, colonizing. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about the Native American boarding schools. You know what I'm saying? That they put them everything all right. All right, that they had in these boarding schools, that they got them buried under these Catholic schools. Every time they dig up a Catholic school, they finding millions and millions of bones of Native American children. You know what I'm saying? What's going on these reservations? Millions and millions of, you know what I mean, young sisters that's going missing. The poverty that's going on in there, that's just one tribe right there. You know what I'm saying? Not only what they doing to the to blacks, Jamaicans and Haitians. You know what I'm saying? They going into Jamaica, man. Jamaica can't reap the benefits of their own land. Their beaches is not theirs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can't even go swimming. That they sins have reached high, man. That's all I'm saying. Verse 5. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. You know what I'm saying? What was her works? Her works was putting us in captivity.
Right.
So now we're going to reward her double. You know what I'm saying? Her works was whipping our backs. You hear me?
Right.
Getting us to build them a kingdom. Build America. Goddamn, build Britain, build Jamaica, building all they vacation resort spots. Making them rich, making them comfortable. Well, they're gonna build stuff for us. You know what I'm saying? they're gonna serve us. We're gonna reward them double according to her works. You know what I'm saying? According to their works. And the cup which she had filled it to her double. You know what I'm saying? They put us into chains, we're gonna put them into chains. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God said.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's their accountability. That's how they're gonna be accountable for the sins and the crimes that their nation created. And that goes for good white people. You know what I'm saying? And it goes for bad white people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you another scripture.
Go on. Slide. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
No, when the scripture say it gives them double, we gonna give them double. Like when you read the atrocities what these devils did us to our people, even when our wildest imagination, you know how hard it is gonna be to actually act out double. Like that's what they deserve. But when you read the stuff they used to do to us, it's ridiculous, man. Like blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people really need to understand their history. Open up a book. Read what these people have done to you. We gotta understand that Emmett Till would have been about 80 years old right now. It's not that far ago, for a long time ago. Right. You know what I'm saying? Our parents lived during segregation. Our grandparents lived through the Jim Crow era. You know what I'm saying? Now, my great grandmother was a slave. You know what I'm saying? So, like, not my great grandmother, my father's grandmother. I think that's your great grandmother, right? Your father's grandmother. Well, anyway,
your father's grandmother. That's your great grandmother.
Yeah, my great grandmother, right, was a slave. So you gotta really understand, like, it's not that far gone.
No, that's your great grandmother.
Oh yeah. So it's not that far gone. Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people, and it's so baffling that today we look like, yo, it's in the past. It's not in the past. Them same kids that was smiling when our brothers and sisters was lynched and was taking pictures and sending them on postcards, guess who they are today? They're the senators. They're the judges. They're the Supreme Court officials. They're the police. You know what I mean? The chiefs of the police. They're the captains and admirals of the military.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people really need to understand. They're the owner of the football teams, Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, they still are in charge. Those kids who were smiling when they underlived our brothers and sisters. We gotta really understand that we gotta separate from them. Salaya, my bad.
No sweat. You're absolutely right. I was trying to find that scripture. There's no sweat.
What you looking for?
I thought I had it down here. The paper to follow the sins.
Come on.
No sweat. All right. So boom. They're gonna be accountable. They have to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means to be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Before God. You know what I'm saying? That they have a debt they gotta pay. And the Most High said that, you know what I'm saying, when we get the kingdom of heaven, that we'll reward them double.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That they will serve us. You know what I'm saying? We'll take them captive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, them that led us into captivity will go into captivity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Oh, go ahead. You got it right now?
Come. Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 19. Yet say ye, why? Doth not the son bear the iniquity of the father?
You know what I'm saying? He's asking, does not the son bear the iniquity, bear the sins of the father?
Right.
Go ahead.
When the son have done that which is lawful and right, and have kept all my statutes and have done all them, he shall surely live.
Right. So meaning like, if the son do right, you know what I'm saying? He gonna live. He's gonna do good. Hey, you know this is how you know that you gonna pay for your fathers. Because guess what? When for example, what are we doing here?
Right.
We paying for the sins of our fathers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our fathers, you know you know what I'm saying, went and served other gods and taught us, you know what I'm saying, in captivity to serve other gods, and now we're paying for it. The oppressor, right? The oppressor, he is in his heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's teaching his children to continue their heaven. Go ahead.
John 1 verse 20. The soul that sinneth, it shall die.
And the soul that sinneth, it shall die. Matter of fact, that's enough of that. Go ahead, read some more.
Let me finish. Let me finish it.
Yeah.
John 1. The son, yeah. The son shall not bear the iniquity of the father.
So basically, what we read earlier in that scripture is that, you know what I'm saying, we are serving the crime, we are serving the penalties of our forefathers, not serving the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we serving, and when we get the blessings of the Most High, guess who's going to benefit from the blessings?
Right.
It's going to be our children. You know what I'm saying? Our children are going to benefit from the blessings from us following the Most High.
Right.
Because we're going to continue these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pass it down to our children, and they are going to benefit from the blessings. You know what I'm saying? From the good things, from following the laws that our sons had. So I wanted to show you what does it mean to be accountable before God, right? You know what I'm saying? And I also want to show you too, you know what I'm saying? What does it mean? You know what I'm saying? I want to show you the consequences of a nation. So a nation can get consequences for doing, everybody can get paid for doing the consequences of what a nation is doing. Hence, Sodom and Gomorrah, right? So boom, going to Sodom and Gomorrah, everybody in Sodom and Gomorrah was doing all types of fornication. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? You had Job in Sodom and Gomorrah, you had his family in Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? Sodom and Gomorrah paid the consequences of all the evil that they were doing. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is I'm saying that the nation of Esau, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, you know what I'm saying, are doing collectively things that are against the Most High, and they have to pay for the sins that they are committing as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Sodom and Gomorrah is one example of how a nation paid for the consequences that they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So we understand that one person can be morally right, can be thinking that they're doing the right thing, and they still under the judgments of a nation because they are part of that nation. A whole nation can do something, and the Most High can judge that nation. You know what I'm saying? And now I want to get into what?
I want to give another scripture, the followers of Christ, right? When Christ was on earth, he had people following him. It didn't matter. Israel still went into the condition that we in right now.
Right. So that's the other point that I want to bring out, because I'm bringing out certain points to try to get you to understand that, when people be talking about a white person, like a good white person is not going to pay for it, like we didn't do it, why should we have to pay for it? Man, listen, all through the Bible you see these examples of, you know what I'm saying, people paying the penalties. And just how you said, that the prophets was doing what was right, and they still was connected to a nation that was under a judgment. They were still getting judged.
Not even the prophets, just in case somebody want to be like, well, they the prophets. The multitude.
Well, yeah, right. The multitude, right. You know what I'm saying? The whole people. So, boom, to understand this also, you feel me, of why like oppressors feel like they're not doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that they doing, you know what I'm saying, oppressors or other black people feel like the things that they are doing is right, so they shouldn't have to pay the penalties of what somebody else did when they wasn't here. Is because of this whole ideology of white supremacy.
All right.
I'm saying, give me the definition of white supremacy.
Come on, sir. The definition of white supremacy. White supremacy is the belief that white people are inherently superior to people of other races.
So white supremacy means like, yo, they passed this down. You know what I'm saying? Like they are inherently. Can you read it again?
Come. Is a belief that white people are inherently superior to people of other races.
So all other races, these oppressors say that I am superior than you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This is inherently passed down. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. It is an ideology and a framework of systemic structural power that maintains social, economic, and political dominance for white people.
So in America, right, they are maintaining political and economic dominance by setting the basis and the system of America up. You know what I'm saying? To present to the oppressor that he is superior. How do you do that, right? So you got your legislative, you got your judicial, right? You got your three forms of government, right? These three forms of government is the system and the basis of America. You know what I'm saying? They are dominantly white, or dominant, the seats are dominated by oppressors. You know what I'm saying? When you go to court, you know what I'm saying, that whole playing field, when the judge is there, that whole playing field is most likely it's a oppressor judge in front of you. And if it's a black judge in front of you, he's going off of the ideology of the way this system was built. You know what I'm saying? He went to school knowing that he is black, he has to work harder, I have to be in a space to I want to achieve and obtain success by being in the space of these oppressors who are better than me. This is who I'm learning the law from. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning the law from these great oppressor, superior men. You know what I'm saying? Everything about America is the whole system is put up and based on white supremacy. It's not just a hate group. You know what I'm saying? What she's going to get into. Is that in it?
Hate group.
No, go ahead. Keep reading.
Come.
Ideology.
Come. Ideological beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
At its core, white supremacy is rooted in the doctrine of scientific racism, a now discredited pseudoscience. Followers of this ideology believe that lighter skinned or white individuals possess inherent superiority in intelligence.
So your children, once they see that white skin, man, you are going to inherit superiority. You know what I'm saying? And you are going to be superior to all the other nations.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The judges look at that because they're taught that it was inherited. This was before America. This was before the 13 colonies and everything got set up. You know what I'm saying? This was in Britain. You know what I'm saying? This was in Rome. Saying coming over here, building this country up, they was building it up as we are the superior men. How do we know that? Because when Christopher Columbus came here and stepped foot on this ground, he did it off of the doctrine of God damn it. What's it called? No, he did it off of the doctrine of discovery.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? That if I step my foot on this ground, this is mine, and I can disposition the people, I can colonize them, and I can enslave them. You know what I'm saying? Off the basis of white supremacy. And then this doctrine of discovery, they got this from they got this from their God.
I'm gonna find it for you.
No sweat.
Is it the Pope? And I believe 1419 gave them the law that like is in law.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wrote it like and told them wherever they go, if the people are not Christians and basically Catholics,
Yeah.
I can unalive them, destroy them, do all that.
Right.
You're right.
No, and this falls into it. So even off the building structures of America, the system, the way it's set up, even if you're a black judge, you know what I'm saying, you sit in that seat, you are going to judge your people off of white supremacy, as this is, they are more superior, and you know this black face is not as superior as this. That white people are that these oppressors are the top superior people. So being as though doctrine of discovery, you know what I'm saying? This is how they came in the land and why they did this. Like white supremacy was already there even before this earth, even before this America, you know what I'm saying? This land was even put into this structure right here. And then when it was put into structure, guess what? You can't escape the white privilege. You know what I'm saying? The white privilege, white supremacy, and the white privilege is this. The white supremacy is why they have white privilege. These good so-called good white people that you see, you know what I'm saying? They can't be good because they benefit off of racism and evil acts. You know what I'm saying? They benefit off of racism and the evilness of white supremacy. So even when they think they're doing something, them existing, you know what I'm saying, takeaways puts a black person in poverty. They get benefits that somebody from the nation of Israel, you know what I'm saying, that a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian are not, or getting oppressed over those privileges. You know what I'm saying? They're getting something that's being taken away from this black or Hispanic or Native Indian baby. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to show you a video to also show you how that is, because it's like it was a sister, it wasn't a sister, it was an oppressor, Salakia, that even in their white privilege, right? There's something called it's a video by somebody, it's a couple videos, it's called The Cost of Slavery. So the cost of slavery is like, it's showing you how the things that America and the oppressor sets up, he sets up certain things to take away from black people, or to oppress black people, and they end up hurting the oppressor, like food stamps and Social Security. You know what I'm saying? That was given to us as a crafty counsel, and it was given to us like certain benefits. It's like, all right, we're gonna give them this, we're gonna make them have to kick the man out the house. Right. So now over time, boom, when they decided they want to take it away from black people, and guess what? The cost of racism is that when you gave it to us, the oppressors started to grab it too.
Right.
And they grabbed it in enormous amounts than what we grabbed. So now if you try to take it from us, you're going to be hurting your own people. Now, to this point, right, is in this video, it's a oppressor child. Yeah. It's an oppressor child. She's so privileged, right? That she's saying like, she's saying that I can't find a college scholarship because all of black people and Hispanics, they get all of the scholarships. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the video, and after they researched, they found out that there are more oppressors that get scholarships right here. There's more oppressors that get scholarships, you know what I'm saying, than they do blacks and Hispanics. And it made me come to a conclusion. I'm gonna tell you exactly you watch this video.
to me about the facts. What are the actual statistics about scholarships that are available to white students in this country?
Available to white students, virtually all of them. I think it's something like 96% are actually available to white students. In terms of who gets the scholarships, white students are usually about 40% more likely than students of color to actually receive that type of aid.
40% more likely.
That's correct.
Surprised me. It turns out that even though 69% of private scholarships, on the other hand, minority students make up 38% of the undergraduate population. So despite all we've heard about white students being at a disadvantage, they're actually disproportionately getting more scholarships. So what do I tell students? I spoke to white student. It feels
You're simply
All right, if y'all can hear me in the chat, put a 1. Let me know if the audio good.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's cool. I'm gonna read it. All right, so basically, she's so privileged, right? That they want it now. They want it right now. You know what I'm saying? They want it right now. Yo, it's so much though, is that she feels like she's entitled to get in scholarship. You know what I'm saying? That if this one person doesn't get a scholarship, this one little old white woman don't get no scholarship, then it is racist that black people are getting more scholarships than us. You know why? Because white supremacy taught her to look down on white people like we get all the scholarships.
Right.
Like we are the lesser people that all of these benefits are for black people because they're so poor.
Right.
Or for Hispanics because they're so poor. You know what I'm saying? That when she finally decides that, okay, I want to get a scholarship now because I didn't get a scholarship, it's because all the blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians take all the scholarships because they're so poor.
Right.
That's white supremacy. That's how she looks at herself as more superior than us, that we would need a scholarship versus her. Right. And when she decides to go ahead and trick the system and try to get a scholarship, she said, I can't get a scholarship because they all get it. No, when you're getting all the scholarships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You are actually getting most of the scholarships. So now I'm looking at them like, dang, well, they are more white privilege. They are more spoiled than I thought that they was. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, you got to take this all in account when you think of a white person, a good slocky. A good white person, that a good white person is so deep into white supremacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That they can do crimes and don't think that they're doing crime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They can, this is how a Karen is created.
Right.
Karens are created from white supremacy, white privilege. You know what I'm saying? A Karen thinks that she is a good white person.
Right.
She thinks that when she's wilding out and she's throwing stuff and she's doing all of this stuff, she thinks that she's protecting the neighborhood, that she's doing something good.
Right.
Because America is racist. Because America is built off of white supremacy.
Okay.
So when you think about a good white person, right, you come to the conclusion that good white people don't exist.
Right.
Because America is racist.
Right.
Because a white supremacy reigns over all. You know what I'm saying? Give me Dan 8:25.
Come.
So America's racism, you know what I'm saying, is built off of strategically Dan 8:25, which is Dan.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. Dan is Dan.
The 8:25, sir.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to say, Dan. When I write it down, I just put that. All right, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? These crafty councils and all of this stuff, this whole system was put up for as a crafty council for them to always be in a position to win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You already know that we always get the bad end of the stick because you would think that, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? The Asian man don't get so oppressed as we do. You know what I'm saying? That's Asian doctors. You know what I'm saying? Asians are getting probably more scholarships than us too.
Right.
Straight from over out of their country. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, if white supremacy is all, if they believe that they are more superior than all nations, which they are, you know what I'm saying, that you would think that the Asian man would be getting oppressed as us, but no, America is built for white people, for oppressors, but they also let the other nations come over here to experience this carnival. You know what I'm saying? This festival.
Right.
You feel me? They get to come over here and sell the popcorn inside this circus. They get to own the popcorn. You know what I'm saying? They get to come and benefit from America. You know what I'm saying? This whole system is a crafty counsel against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The Bible tells you. Go ahead and read it.
Dan chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Man, through his policies, the way he set this government up, the law, the judicial, the legislative, the executive. You know what I'm saying? The way he set this government up and the way he implemented with his white supremacy ideology.
Right.
With his doctrine of discovery. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think he even says it. I am a good white person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's crafty counsel. Just to make you believe that you could trust me. Even though I still benefit off of racism and I benefit off it gladly. It's a video that I seen, you know what I'm saying, where a oppressor lady and her husband, they were sitting there, they was talking about how racism is around and how they don't condone in it. But then they told a story how they did condone it. They can't help it. Right. It's white supremacy. Right. This is the story they told. They said, I know it exists because one time we didn't have no money. My husband lost his job and we went to the bank and we got a house.
Right.
With no money. That's racism.
Racism.
And they said, and I know that a black person couldn't do that.
Wow.
Even though she felt as though she was a good white person, guess what? She condoned in racism.
Right.
By you know what I'm saying? By breathing. You know what I'm saying? By being a part of white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Come. And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
You know what I'm saying? He make himself big. Right. You know what I'm saying? In his mind. You know what I'm saying? His mind, he is big. Your heart is your mind. You know what I'm saying? He is big. You know what I'm saying? He makes himself superior. Go ahead.
Come. And by peace shall destroy many.
Listen, and he'll come to you, right? And he'll tell you, and he'll give you kind words and tell you that he's a good white person.
Right.
But what do we do? And by peace, he'll what?
Destroy many.
But and by doing that, he'll turn around and he'll destroy you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? White supremacy destroys all, man. The policies that he had, the crafty counsel that he has, is always position us to look at them as being superior.
Right.
As being a good white person. You know what I'm saying? Because you haven't met, you know what I'm saying, somebody who spit in your face and called you, you know what I'm saying, the N-word. You know what I'm saying? America is white supremacy, and anybody who choose to push it is white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? I watch videos of Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? When you watch some of her, like now, she seem a little bit different. If you watch her younger days, man, Candace, yeah,
good night.
Yeah, Candace Owens is like, she benefits from white supremacy to an extent because she tries to erase white supremacy. She tries to cover it up and make it not with words to make it. She try to give you an illusion of white supremacy. White people notice that, and they like, okay, yeah, and she probably benefited from that.
Her man white.
Because she, huh?
Her man white.
Yeah.
My husband.
And she definitely benefit off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But she has to accept it, push it. You know what I'm saying? If you out here and you think that that white people shouldn't pay the price because all of them aren't bad, yeah, you need to learn about white supremacy, learn about the doctrine of discovery. What was that you sent me about the Catholic churches? What's it called? What's the name of it?
The Papal Bulls. This was this is in the 1400s. This is what they like. If you was a part of Christendom, nations of Christianity, the white man's supremacy, the Catholic Church had governmental powers for real, and they
because they was the law.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also what you getting ready to read is into the doctrine of discovery.
Right.
When they put their land, if you're not Christian, we can disposition you, colonize you, and enslave you.
Go ahead. It says the Catholic Church issued rulings known as the Papal Bulls that dictated status, limited freedom, and permitted the confiscation of land and people in places Catholic nations colonized. The Dumdavars issued in 1452 by Pope Nicholas V granted Portugal full and free permission to invade, search out, capture, subjugate the Saracens and pagans and any other unbelievers and enemies of Christ wherever they may be, as well as their kingdoms, duchies, counties, principalities, and other property, and reduce the persons to perpetual servitude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this was already
right.
This was already threaded into their children's and to their great grandfather and great grandfather. Like, coming over here, before they even came over here, it was already threaded into their children. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus was already born into it, seen it as it was true. You know what I'm saying? He was just as lost as, you know, that the girl that's looking for the scholarship, saying that all the black people taking the scholarships. You know what I'm saying? A lesser race taking the scholarships. You know what I'm saying? Even when I try to, step down off my pedestal and grab a scholarship, somebody else taking it.
Right.
Like, you show privilege. You know what I'm saying? You spoiled. You think of real quick, and you think of how Trump is the way he is.
Right.
The reason why Trump feels like he can go into Greenland and take it, to go into Iran and take it, to do whatever he want, go into Cuba and take it, to Venezuela and take it, is because white supremacy gives them the pride that can't be taken away. It has to be destroyed by the Most High.
All right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't unteach them this. Boy.
So I wanted to say something too. Like, Christianity started by these white devils. And they passed the law saying, yo, wherever we go, if you're not Catholic, I can unalive you. That's like me creating a religion in my room. And then wherever I go, I know y'all don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I put in the law like, yo, you don't know nothing, but how you know? You created it over where you was at. Of course, everybody around the world don't know what this is. So it's basically you just making the excuse to unalive people and invade. You know what I'm saying? Like that's who. Like we really got to understand how much a devil there is. Christianity was created by them, and they basically said, "Yo, wherever we go, if they are not followers of Christianity, we can unalive them." That's so that like they made that on their own. It's just an excuse to go around and just unalive people.
They made it up on their own.
Like
they just do that in the mix.
Like yo,
I want this. All right, let's just put this in the book.
Right.
Let's just put this in our religion. Let's just make it is what it is.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a religion, so people gonna accept it like it ain't my words.
Right.
They gonna accept it like this is God. Who gonna go up against God?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? White supremacy was made by God, by our white Jesus.
Right.
You gonna go against it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know a good white person ain't a good white person. Because they're not going up. They need to go up against, you know what I'm saying, and destroy their white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? Destroy their structure of America, which they're not. They're not gonna empty out their bank account. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep reaping the benefits of America. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some more into this. Another one, I want to show a video of how even, you know, they would never challenge, you know what I'm saying, their white privilege themselves. They would never try to take away their white. They would never go up against their white privilege or their white supremacy. It's a video of a young man who teach a class on white privilege. He teach other white people that white privilege does exist, right? Candace Owens says that white privilege doesn't exist, that it's just an excuse for black people and Hispanics to have when they don't want to work as hard as the oppressor. That's white supremacy that Candace Owens is affected by. You know what I'm saying? But this video was a brother, right? I'm gonna get it for you now. It was a brother where he teaches white supremacy, and he wanted to. He was sitting at the table with his family, and his family, the author of the documentary, wanted to let his family know what he does. Like, yo, your son teaches, you know, a class of white supremacy. Did you know that?
Right.
And they wanted to also tell him, like, they also wanted to tell him, show him, like, you know, how they felt about it, because race is not, basically the documentary is saying, like, race is not talked about in white homes. Not like he's talking about it. It's talked about. Certain things are said, right? And, like, you know, oh, this, that, and the third about these group of people. But the children and the young adults, if somebody feels, you know, says something that's a little bit racist, ain't nobody like trying to go up against that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We live in the same house.
Right.
Like in black homes, you might hear somebody be like, yeah, man, this, that, and the third, and white supremacy. You know what I'm saying? I just said something about white supremacy the other day. My mom said, why are you always talking about white people?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's no problem with us talking about race in our homes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in white homes, you know what I'm saying? Because of how evil that oppressor is, man, they are scared to talk about, especially if the father has a strong view against other races.
Right.
They're not bringing that turmoil up in their household. You know what I'm saying? So these talks are not even being talked about. Kids are learning about how to see race and how to see themselves and their black friends off of media. And media is given to us by a system that is built off of white supremacy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So by the time they go out into the world and they do find a black friend that they like, man, I've never knew black people was like this. He's already been indoctrinated. You know what I'm saying? He's already been conditioned and inherited the views of white supremacy. So that friendship not gonna last. And like the scriptures say, like on going rusteth, so will his wickedness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what he was brought up on is gonna come out. I'm gonna show y'all this video though. So to show the second video.
This one.
Yeah. This video shows how white people don't believe they have white privilege, and they don't believe the oppressor doesn't believe he benefits from white privilege, and it's not even talked about. It's not even challenged inside the house. They go off of the views of media. Media conditions them as being superior and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. The father's gonna take the view and the kids is just gonna follow after him. What?
Regret biting my tongue, but there are plenty of moments where
you maybe like, oh, man, I wish I could have said something more.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I regret biting my tongue, but there are plenty of moments where I don't agree and I'm getting upset at the conversation, but I just choose to leave because I don't want to cause conflict or anything.
So he's saying like, man, it might be something that my father's saying or my mother's saying, a conversation that they having, and I don't agree with it. And I might get upset about it, like, yo, why are y'all saying this about them? Like, or why y'all calling them this? And I ain't gonna say nothing because, you know, it's times I'm just not gonna say nothing because of what are you about to say?
Look at this devil face. Like he look like he angry.
Yeah, because he don't want to talk about it. They don't want to face it. You know what I'm saying? In the last video when it ended, it said when we talked about the school and the ratios and oppressors getting scholarships over minorities or whatever. He said the white guy that was giving the research was saying like, bro, they get 40% more scholarships than them. And I think he said it's lesser white people going for scholarships than it is black people going for scholarships. I think that's what he said. So, but at the end, he said she's not gonna like that because she don't. They spoil. They white privilege. They don't want to hear that. I just need to work harder.
That's it.
That's it. I just need to work harder, or I need to fix something about me.
Right.
Nah, I'm a Karen. I'm screaming about somebody being on the block, and I don't own the block.
Look.
Go ahead.
It's a lot here. You know, it's crazy when these devils go through problems, they unalive themselves because they spoiled.
Right.
Like, yo, I lost my job. I can't take it anymore. You spoiled. Oh, it's like they lose their job. They unalive. Like when they go through stuff, they unalive themselves because they spoiled.
Right.
Like when they lose their job, they unalive themselves. Like that soldier. He seen what's going down in Palestine. Oh, I cannot take this anymore. You spoiled because if the world don't go your certain way, this is why y'all do the stupid things y'all do.
But when you go into therapy, they tell you sometimes they talk about assertive and go to anger management. That's bad. They talk about assertive, aggressive, and assertive aggression. You know what I'm saying? Like assertive. I think that's how it is when you on a football field and you use your aggression for a positive man, and then you have the just aggressive where you just use your have. And when they brought that out, I was just thinking about like how white people is really the people that need to be like in a long lifetime of anger management. You know what I'm saying? And they said the next step is just the effort phase. That's what they call it. We used to say effort. You know what I'm saying? That's what white people go through. Right. They go through that turmoil. They don't know how to handle their aggression, and they get to the point where it's just effort.
Right.
I'm just gonna jump out this window.
Right.
Or I'm just gonna handle everybody in the house.
Well, I'm getting bullied in school, so you know what? I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna go get my pop's gun.
Yeah, I'm just burn the whole school down.
Burn on the whole school down. Because I'm that spoiled. Who are you to pick on me?
They can't even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? They can't even talk because, like, yo, they know. And nobody is talking to him about it.
Right.
He don't talk to nobody about racial issues.
Right.
The father. He said it. So for him just to be irritated right now is because he's spoiled and he don't even want to go there. Because he knows they get privilege.
Right.
He knows white privilege is.
Yeah, comment. Give some pride for Officer Bakar. Say they're absolutely spoiled and weak as wet paper bags. They unalive themselves with $5,000 in the bank account, talking about I don't know how I'm going to make it.
Right.
I don't want kind. That's right. So
let a black person have $5,000 in the bank account.
It's a wrap.
He think he up.
We up.
He think he up. It was a guy. It was a black young man singing a song. All I want is a little 2 bands. Remember that? All I need is 2 bands. Yeah. All you want is 2 bands. Yo about to end it because he got 5 bands.
Mm-hmm.
This lets you know that when I tell you read the story about the cost of racism, the cost of racism is that they made oppressors lazy.
Right.
That was the cost of racism. Boy, tell you.
I'm just surprised.
Is it because you were scared?
In a way, a little bit, yeah. Like
Rewind it a
about
little
that. Just growing up and being like about that. Just growing up.
Is it because you were scared?
In a way, a little bit, yeah. To leave
All
because
right,
I don't want to.
So he's saying that he's scared. He don't talk about these racial issues or even speak up on them because he's scared.
Right.
Go ahead. I want to get it all of it. We're gonna play it from the beginning.
Moments where you maybe like, oh man, I wish I could have said something more.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I regret biting my tongue, but there are plenty of moments where I don't agree and I'm getting upset at the conversation, but I just choose to leave because I don't want to cause conflict or anything.
I'm just surprised.
Is it because you were scared?
In a way, a little bit, yeah. Like about that, just growing up and being conservative, and you can get pretty worked up sometimes. It does sometimes scare me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
So that's why you're like, let's just not brush the topic.
Yeah, for me, it just wasn't worth it. I didn't want to feel like I couldn't like live in this house with my beliefs. I want to know if you guys would come to my white privilege workshop tomorrow.
I'm curious.
Would anyone like
moments?
So like, and the part where his father was like, he said, I didn't know that. It's like, this is, he's an N-word level.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. It's entertaining now. It's like, oh my goodness. That was what the whole time he was like, I don't want to talk about this. I already know where y'all going at. If in the beginning, in another part of the video, he asked him, have you ever researched or read up on white privilege? The reason why he was upset is because he told him, yeah, I have. I've Googled it and read stuff about it, and it seems like everything they say is false and untrue. That's why his countenance was kind of like, I don't want to talk about this in the beginning, because he's like, bro, we about to talk about this again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that all of this in white privilege. But what brought him up out of that is, it was like the evil smile too.
That's the smile.
Like, bro, if I catch you in the basement doing something with your back turned, and there's a hole already dug up, and you going in it. Yeah, like, I didn't know that. I didn't know you love black people.
Right.
Dirty.
What son is this?
Right, that's his stepson. So you know he's gonna take him out anytime. He ain't got no cuckold. Even at the end, he tried to compromise. Like, okay, yeah, I'll go. You know what I'm saying? I did. You know what I mean? He tried, all right, I'll go. I see. But he's not.
No.
He's not gonna accept it.
You know
what I'm saying? So that was just to show you, like, yo, these conversations with these people, they are a different manner of people. A household, what even goes on to their household is different than what goes on into our household.
Right.
They don't get the truth. That's why the Bible calls them the devil. They don't even get the truth. And the ones, when they do get the truth, they can't accept it. They're too prideful because of white supremacy. Their pride is high because they're spoiled because of white supremacy. It's inherited down to them, even if they don't want to accept it. That young man right there, his father has different beliefs than him.
Right.
And his mother. He can have a son, and his son will inherit the same views as the father. Even though this young man right here, which is that son's father, which would be that son's father, is not in agreement with the son's grandfather's views. It's inherited. It's on the TV. They don't talk about this. It's on TV. It's in the media. It's everywhere. When good white people go out into the world, white supremacy is their lens. They can't take it off. You are just a beautiful puppy that they love playing with, that they do care for it. You know what I'm saying? In the moment, they'll feed it. They'll feed you. They'll go out with you. You know what I'm saying? But you'll always just be a puppy. So, you know what I'm saying? In this class, are there any good white people? And, you know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, he calls them the devil,
Right.
which is a deceiver. You know what I'm saying? And the devil can't be good. You know what I'm saying? The devil is evil, it's a deceiver, it's a liar, and the devil is an enemy to God. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Officer 500, Denaya Allah.
Powerful class, man. We gotta get to that point where we realize, man, listen, ain't no real cool white people, man. They all devils, man. They not good. All right, so we at the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of General Rihanna. Rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced Mayashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation. Make sure you check online. We will be updating y'all on the next Holy Convocations that's coming up. Remind Akim and Akwapnium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he has to stop wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and or scarves. And with that, men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Salat Elami. Wisdom Mouse. Just for some reason, he still got that video up. In the Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher in the Israel. Majah, Shabbat, Majah, Rock, Yahweh, Sim Yahweh, Shabbat, Yahweh, Sawa means the time. In the Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. In the Israel, Majah, Shabbat, Majah, Rock, Yahweh, Shema, Alathamba, Sim Yahweh, Yahweh, class dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're